Hi lovely ones, it's Ethony and it is time for Oracle Wednesday for the week of the 19th of June to the 24th of June. And what an amazing full moon we all had on the 17th of this month. I am loving the vibe. I don't know about you, but I certainly feel things are shifting and moving and trajectories are going forward and vibe is up and, sun's out, fun's out, all that kind of stuff. So I am going to be sharing with you 2 decks today in your pile and a charm to celebrate Carrie Paris's Tarot Summer School charm casting course going live at the Tarot's Academy this week. So let's go over to the actual piles and the pretty charms, and you can pick your pile and come back and we will get your messages for the week. I now invite you to take a deep, calming, centered breath and ask your intuition, ask your inner self, your higher self, your guides, your ancestors, whoever you call upon, what message do I need to know for this week? And then pick the pile of cards and the charm that you are most drawn to. I'm going to show you the charms up close too. So this is pile 1 here, and it is the Magician charm, along with the cards, which I will show you in our reveal. This is pile 2 with the Justice charm. And this is pile 3. And we have on that pile the Wheel of Fortune charm. So once you have selected your pile and charm, write it down 1, 2, or 3 so you don't forget. And let's go and have a look at the messages revealed. Now that you have chosen your pile, let's go through the messages. So for pile 1, we have got the Magician charm. I did hold it up to the other screen so it was a little bit easier. Oh, I'm losing cards. We have Influence from the Magic and Mediums Oracle, and the Madre of Water, and Oats from the Herb Crafters Tarot. And I'm going to show you a little bit of each one of those at the end so that you know which ones we're using. So here this week, along with this little, let's see if I can can I do it? Can Ethony do it? Oh, it's a little awkward, but I got it. So this week you are being asked, for all of you who picked pile 1, you are being asked to take care of yourself, especially considering we have this Magician and Influence card sitting next to the card and the energy, the mother of self-care. In this deck, in the Herb Crafters deck, this is what the Madre of Water is all about. It's about self-care. It is about soothing the soul and looking at ways that you can get emotional nourishment. And alongside the Influence card, it's really asking you to have a deep think and a feel about, are you being influenced or are in a way that is making you look for patch jobs, that's making you look for things that are like a band-aid, rather than getting to the root of what the hole is that you're trying to fill? Or are you listening to other people when it comes to making decisions on your life that feel really wrong, rather than taking a step back? Look how different these 2 cards are. So if you take a step back and go and get a cup of tea, or go have an oat milk bath, or go have an oat body scrub, or just look out the window and meditate for a while and really get back in touch with yourself, versus listening to outside and external forces, you're going to find that you come back to center and things are going to be a lot easier for you to take care of yourself and make the right decisions. And then crowned with this Magician card, it's really asking you to take steps forward and take action and put your thoughts of self-care, of maybe saying, no, I'm not going to go out with those people who are going to probably bring me down and make me have a headache and feel really drained. Instead, I'm going to stay at home, or I'm going to go see other friends that allow me to be a little bit more of me. and take care of yourself. So that magician is the action. It's now we've got here the thought, the thought of and the acknowledgement of any sort of influence, and really having a feel around that in regards to what's going on in your life around influence. Then we have the master or the mother, the madre of water, and represented by oats, and finding and filling your emotional needs in a soothing way and in a really, really healthy way, because we want to do things that are healthy. And sometimes, you know what, a glass of wine, a little bit of chocky, I love me some chocolate, is self-care. It's a way for you to take care of yourself. Other times it's cancelling plans. Sometimes it's getting an early night's sleep. Sometimes it's going to a comedy so that you can go and laugh. Sometimes it's buying something that you can afford and is not going to break the bank, to have something to wear that's nice for you for work so you feel confident. There's lots of different types of self-care. It's just really looking at where the influence is. If this is an inner influence, then that is totally pajamas. That is totally rock solid. And then the magician down here asking you to put that into action. So that is your call this week for those of you who chose pile number 1. Pile number two. You have got sacred space, the 4 of earth, which is the willow. Oh my gosh, I love willows. And then we have justice in this beautiful charm. Whoop, whoop, justice. So I'm going to see if I can do that again. Alrighty, perfect. So we're being asked this, for those of you who have picked pile number 2, you are being asked this week to take a really good care of your resources and your energy. And this is not just money. Sometimes we look at resources as just being cash or just being things that are in our bank account. I only really just have like 2 bank accounts, but some people have got all sorts of things like investments and things like that. But it's also your time and energy, things that you actually cannot get back. And part of this is really honoring your space and saying no when you are really overstretched. There is nothing wrong with saying I am tapped out to capacity, or one of my favorite things to do, and maybe it's because I used to work in HR, but when people used to come to me at work for things, and people used to come to me quite often because not to toot the old horn too much, but I was one of those people that you knew you could come to me and get things done. And I feel like there's a lot of us out there who are the same way. It's like, I'll get it done, no problem. So people used to come to me a lot in workplaces. And it became one of those things where it's like, the more I said yes, the more stuff was put on my desk. So if you're finding that you're one of those people, one of the things that you can do is say, cool, well, thank you for coming to me. I really appreciate it. I currently have this from this person, and this project that I need to get done by, 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock today. How urgent is this? And if you would like me to put this above the other 2 projects that I'm currently doing for other managers, can you go to them and see if it's okay? Put it back on the other person. You don't have to accept everything as is. And there's nothing wrong with giving a little bit of, like, you do it with a great big smile on your face. You don't have to be snarky about it. And that way you're letting them know that you are already pretty much tapped out. Or you can just do what one of my good friends do and lock the door in their office. Some of us never had that. I never had that privilege of being able to lock the door. So the other thing about willow is being flexible, being able to sort of go with the flow enough, but never be unrooted. And that's very, very, very connected to this sacred space, holding your space. Maybe this week you need to do a little bit of cord cutting, call those energies back into yourself, because maybe they're going in way too many places and you're spending way too much time worrying about other things, and you need to recall all that energy back home. Now, the connection to this with the beautiful charm of justice is know that energy comes in and out. So the more that you put out, the more that you allow your boundaries to get pushed, the more that you're worrying about maybe what your ex is doing or what other people are doing, or really worrying about what anyone else is doing, the more you're pulling yourself away from yourself, your center. being really okay with who you are. So this week, taking some time to really recognize those scales are also a part of a mirror. You start stacking weight on one side and the other one's going to go right up. You want to try and bring some balance, because justice is universal and karmic laws. That's what that card is attached to and this charm is attached to. So what goes out is going to come back. What goes up is going to come down. So allow yourself a bit of time before you get overly distracted and before you get overly worried about what everybody else is doing. Bring it back to you and worry about what you're doing, and allow your energy and your contracts and agreements to be in a space of integrity. But definitely guarding your resources, especially when it comes to your energy, and conserving that energy so that you have it when the time is needed to really go forward and get your stuff done about something that you're really passionate about. Okay, pile number 3, your turn. We have got protection. Lots of thoughts around, lots of themes around care and protection this week, probably because we're now going into a waning moon, and we've just come from that beautiful, energetic, fiery full moon, and now we're coming more down into this waning energy. We have strength and garlic, and honey garlic. Yum. Honey garlic is so delicious. And we've got the charm of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's get going with channeling these messages. So those are your cards here. So strength and protection. Boldness, courage and strength, especially strength, does not need to be harsh and dominating and aggravating. It can be something that is gentle. It can be kind-hearted. One of my favorite Care Bear cousins. I know we're going down the Care Bear trap. I've got Care Bears everywhere. Actually, he's up there. I wish I had thought about it. But one of my favorite Care Bear cousins was Braveheart. And Braveheart just reminded you and me, and oh my gosh, Braveheart's face has even got that gorgeous crown on his heart, is that braveness and being a leader and being a lion, and which is connected to the strength card, and having strength doesn't need to be mean. It doesn't need to be dominant. It doesn't need to be oppressive. You can be kind and gentle in the way in which you greet the world with strength, and especially when it comes to yourself. No need to trample on yourself or belittle yourself, or really we're really critical of ourselves for sure. Now, the protection card here is really calling into being aware of, not everyone's going to maybe meet you in the way that you want them to. Not everyone's going to understand you, but just protecting yourself, protecting your house. If you've called to this pile this week, might be time to do a little bit of a, aura cleanse, just give it a spritz, or get a little bowl of salt at your work. One of my friends used to do this all the time, because we used to have little mini altars at our job, which is just like crystals and things that people wouldn't take a look at. But she'd have a tiny little bowl of salt, and she would hide it behind the back of her monitor, and she would put raw rice, salt, and there would also be some herbs in there, sage, and I would also put a small piece of tourmaline, and she used to do that to help protect her workspace. Really, really good. You can put it in a Tupperware container and just open the Tupperware container and put it somewhere that you're not going to knock it, and then close the Tupperware container, and then open it the next day. You don't want to obviously leave it out, because the cleaners might clean it up, but that's a really good way that you can protect yourself at work. My computer just thought that I was gone. It just went whoop. A really good way that you can protect yourself at work, and a way that you can keep your energy, or wear it in a vial. You can have a little vial around your neck. And the way that this is connected to the Wheel of Fortune is, well, in the wheel, the circle, casting a circle, protecting yourself, but also just making changes to be a little gentler, to little changes to protect yourself. It's not all about all or nothing, or going really wildly one way and telling everyone to F off and not wanting to do anything and shutting down completely. It's gentle, slow movement forward, but allowing yourself to progress forward nevertheless. So you've got this bold, kind, strong heart that is also going to protect themselves. It's that fierceness. Wonder Woman, I think, did it really well, that movie, where it was like showing her vulnerabilities, but also just this beautiful kindness of her, but this amazing, well, she's a goddess strength. So really invoking those and putting that into practice and casting those circles. And if you like garlic, if you can have garlic, boosting your immune system with it. So the decks and everything that I've used today, I have used the Magic and Mediums Oracle deck by Aniela Reed, and I have done an unboxing video of this beautiful deck on my channel, on my YouTube channel. It's not here, it's not on IGTV because I just started doing these on Instagram TV, but it is on my YouTube channel, and she is here on she's on Instagram and Facebook at Magic and Mediums, and I adore it. It's been on my altar, my reading altar, since I got it, so that's a beautiful deck. The next one is the Herb Crafters Tarot, and this is going to be coming unboxing. I'm going to be unboxing it. Well, I have unboxed it, but I'll be putting the video up soon, by Joanna Powell Colbert. Oh, those backs, they're so gorgeous. So I have actually unboxed this. I just haven't had a chance to put it up yet because I've got lots and lots of decks. And if anyone's waiting for me to unbox anything of theirs, know that I have got a table full of stuff. So I'm going as quickly as I can. And I just became a puppy parent. He's currently sleeping, otherwise I would have popped him up here. I become a puppy parent, so I've just been doing a lot of puppy training. So I thought summer was a really good time to do it because I could at least spend a lot of time outside with him during the summer and not have to worry about it, snow and everything being crazy. And then the last one that I used was the Tarot Summer School 2019 Charm Casting Kit. Now this is a separate thing to the course, but it is a full kit of charms connected to the tarot. So we have charms for oh my gosh, even just the sound of that makes me happy. We have charms for each one of the major arcana, like you've seen, and then it's going to be really hard for me to show you all these just because my computer is not going to. So cool. You get like die, and there's we have the course for Tarot Summer School going on at the moment, and that's a part of that as well. So I just wanted to include it, as you can do the course as is, and Carrie gives you so many layouts, or you can also use the charms in different ways. And I've got her Magpie Oracle, I've got her Lenormand one. So yeah, it's great. I just wanted to share with those. Let me know if you actually like seeing the decks and the things that I'm using at the end of the video, if that's something that you would like me to do and actually show you instead of just putting it in the description below. So that is Oracle Wednesday for this week. I hope it has helped my lovely, lovely ones. Have a beautiful week. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. You are loved. You are great. You are wonderful. You are valuable. You are worthy. And I will see you next week.